Hello everyone, this is the midweek of the 17th of April. This is Julio Pineiro here again. I'm going to cover some of the yen pairs, some of the yen crosses, what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. And I'm gonna have a quick look at the euro and see how it has changed the sentiment and it's heading back up again. And then I'm gonna go into the RSI and stochastic divergence. For those of you who are struggling a little bit, this will help you to reinforce the knowledge regarding this topic. Um, right, this is the E signal here. I've got the four charts here: daily, 4 hourly, 60, and the 5 minutes. If you have a look at the daily chart, you can see that it made a double bottom formation, and if you look at the RSI, here it's been going down by looking at the lows, and now here is giving a massive divergence, right? There it is. From this moment in time, it's giving a very pronounced divergence. So the lows on the price action are getting lower, and the lows on the RSI are getting higher. Therefore, it's giving a divergence, which is telling you that the price is going to reverse, or the price is likely to reverse back to the upside again. So we're looking at a change in sentiment in this moment in time here. And now if you do the homework and put all the lines on it, right? This one says extended. This is the one I use to draw my channels by doing left click, yeah. Left click on it, left click on the first point, drag it down, and you left click here again. Now, you do right click to get rid of the line, and right click on this line again. You copy it, and you put the bottom of the channel, let's call it there. So now it's been going down, and it has stopped going down, and it gave divergence, and it gave a double bottom formation here as well. It gave a double bottom formation. Now it's broken through the pattern, right? It was cycling downwards. It's broken through the pattern in this moment in time here, after the double bottom and the divergence, and now it's going up. Okay, it's broken through the 50 moving average, so I'm expecting the euro to go up to somewhere here quite easily. So I'm expecting a bit of a pullback, and then hopefully some cycles. So I think it's going to be easier to understand and to trade it as well. So yeah, overall euro is heading upwards. It's gonna be heading up to at least 134 quite easily, 133, 134 quite easily. So it's gonna pull back and then it's gonna start cycling upwards there. Fine. You have to watch out with the previous level of resistance and support. That's 133. That'll be the next interaction. So you pick the horizontal level there. Put a line here. Put a line there. This will be the next interactions. Yeah, and if you see here, it's actually bouncing off these levels. Is the 133, 134. These are all rounded figures, yeah, psychological numbers, which are very, very powerful in trading. This whole daily chart. So yeah, euro seems to be bullish because it's broken through the pattern to the downside, and now it's heading back up, and it's broken through the 50 and the 200 there as well. So yeah, that was the divergence there. Fine. If you go into cable is currently pulling back down slightly, but it's looking very, very bullish. Just take all these out and out. Right. Again, trend was going down, making lower highs and lower lows. It's going down. If it's going down, the line at the top is much more powerful than the line at the bottom, right? Now, what is it doing is broken through the pattern here. The pattern going down. It's broken through, and now it's making higher highs and high lows. And here is another clear divergence here. Here is going down, here is going up, and it reverses here on the low test. Right? It's going down, here it's going up, divergence, it turns. Now here it breaks through the pattern, and now it's making high highs and high lows. It's going up. There it is. I'm expecting it to reverse back up again. Yeah, phase one. Well, now once you have this channel here, this was the phase two of this downward channel. But now if you copy and paste it here, here goes up and down. So it's following a pattern there. So cable is also looking very bullish as well. I like to see that it's trading above the 50 moving average. Then it's gonna be much clear and safe to start buying it and buying it all the way, right? Japanese yen. Okay, Japanese yen. What you have to do every time you're trading, doesn't matter the time frame, doesn't matter the market, can be commodities, futures, FX, doesn't matter. You have to identify the swing highs and the swing lows. These are all swing highs here, where the arrows are. So that's a swing high. Don't look at the individual bars, look at the whole cycle. This whole cycle is a swing high. So it's actually higher, this one here is actually higher than the previous swing high, which is this one here. So we're not looking at the individual bars, we're looking at the cycles, yeah? So this is a higher high and a higher low, because these are all lows as well. So it's making higher highs and higher lows, and here as well, higher highs, yeah, and higher lows. So it's trending upwards, it's cycling upwards. And the Japanese yen, this was the quantitative easing, right? The QE in Japan, the one printing money, trying to devalue their currency even more, and that's what they've done here. They've done the QE here, printing money. Otherwise, it wasn't gonna break through as easy as it did. So this is the QE there, came back up. It gave a low test bar there, bouncing off the 50 moving average, and it just shot up. Okay, right. So that was the Japanese yen. No. Right, so I'm gonna go to the Canadian now. This Canadian dollar, which is giving beautiful snipers. As we can see, solid green. So it's telling you it's good to buy because it's above the 50 moving average on the daily chart, above the 50 on the 4-hourly, and above on the 60-minute as well. And that's a phase one of the 60-minute. Now if we maximize it on the 5-minute, you can clearly see that it's giving snipers on and on. The entry is on the 50 moving average, and it's 20 up for the target and 20 down, right? It's always 20-20. So that'll be the target, and that's the stop loss there. So far it's giving quite a few snipers there, and that's when you're looking to trade. As it touches the 50, regardless of the price they give you an ETX, that's the entry point, and from there it's going to be 20 up and 20 down. I would say for snipers, this will probably be the last one out of all, because it's not gonna go on and on forever. The pattern will change, so you have to trade first, second, third, fourth bounce. The fourth might go, might not go, and then you can take it, but it's gonna be less likely and less likely as it goes, right? So it might give you another bounce, but then it's less likely, and then at some point it's just gonna start messing about, and then it will eventually pull back down, which will be the phase two of the 60-minute time frame. It'll be this move here back down again. There's absolutely nothing there. Here again, nothing there. We go to Aussie. It's beautiful as well. It's below on the daily chart, below on the 50, it's below the 50 moving average on the 60 minute as well. That's why it's all red here. So on the 5 minutes, when it touches the 50 moving average, you sell. So you gave an opportunity, a nice opportunity there to sell, and then not too long ago, this is now it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So you give an opportunity there to sell, and there it's making lower highs and lower lows. So make sure it's always making lower highs and lower lows when you're looking to sell. And that's it. There's a nice bit being a few snipers on Canadian and a few snipers on Australian dollar. And that's it. I will ignore all the other ones as are not clear at all. This is all messy, it's green and red, so leave that alone. And the linear regression, they are going flat, so leave that alone. Here is all messy, leave that alone. Kiwi is all messy, leave that alone. So it's just Aussie and Canadian, right? Are all the majors and minors, which are the ones that has more chances to win. Right, he's about to hit the target again in a minute. This one here, and they're all winning trades all the way. It's been giving snipers all day, really. 9 in the morning, 10, 11, another one there, another one, another. Right, and on Australian dollar, I gave two really nice ones there. And I would have taken this one here, because in this moment in time, market was going flat, and it looked like a roller coaster. It wasn't bouncing nicely at the 50 moving average. Now, when this low took these lows out, pulled back up, and then it bounced to the 50. That was a nice one there. And then this one here as well. Right. Okay, let's focus more on the daily chart. That has Aussie on the daily chart. That was a few days ago. It came back up to the level at the top, and it literally rejected it, and it came back down all the way. And guess what? It gave divergence here as well. It gave divergence by using this peak here, that one down there, like that. So higher highs, lower highs, and it turned all the way, and this down here now. So it's just going up and down. It's just bouncing between these levels here. Up and down, all the way, right? And it's done it again. Back down here again. And then here, well, here it gave a massive low test bar. And it also gave divergence. Lower lows on the price action, higher lows on the RSI, and then here it 10. So it gave a low test bar, and it just stayed all the way up to here. And then here gave another divergence, and then back down again, and so on. So even here gave a divergence as well. Higher highs, let's see, actually that's convergence, see? It's in agreement. So that's convergence, but you have the level there, right? And it rejected it. It rejected the level there. So this is convergence, because it's making higher highs, and here is also making higher highs, so it's in convergence, and here it's in divergence, because it's doing the opposite. Lower lows and higher lows, reverses, higher highs, lower highs, it reverses. Right. Now, on the euro actually reversed, and it gave a trend track. Pretty scary trend track there, which is a reversal pattern. It shot up yesterday, and now it's done the same thing to the downside. Came back down all the way to the bottom, and it's just below the 50 moving average. It's a big trend track there. That is potentially a reversal of this area here, so you can potentially pull back down a bit further. It was looking very, very bullish throughout this journey. Now after this trend track, well, it's kind of, the trend track is a reversal pattern, so this potentially you can pull back down a bit further after this trend track here, right? It's at the top, so yeah, let's see what happens with that. That was news driven. That was around 2:30, yeah, 2:30, 3 in the afternoon. Had a massive rally to the downside. Right, here we go and check on Forex Factory. I've got it here. Make sure you synchronize the time. So it's 4 o'clock, that's fine. We go to today's data, and we had an announcement at 3. Big announcement there. Canadian at 3, and a 330 on the US dollar crude oil. And there's another one now in 15 minutes at 4:15 on Canadian again, and then that's it. And then FOMC, the Federal Reserve in the States. Although it's orange, but this particular announcement tends to have an impact on the FX markets, the Federal Reserve there. Right, now I'm gonna show you how to place a trade. So if you go to, by the way, if you click on FX spread bet rolling daily, and you click here at the beginning, it says add to watch list. You can add any of them by just clicking there. It says add to watch list. If you click on it, like I've done there, there's a little green dot on top. It's gonna go straight onto the watch list here. Right, so this is the watch list that I have here. Okay, you can put as many as you want. Don't put too many, so it's gonna be easier for you to find them. Right, let's assume you're gonna place a trade on Euro Sterling, just this one here. If you're looking to take a sniper or a pivot, and obviously you wanna enter live, you click on trade there, then you click on advanced, then you click on quantity and stop. You put, let's say for a sniper, always 20 here, 20 there. If you're taking the first few trades, go the smallest you can, which is 50p a point. You use the arrows for that, and then as you click on buy or sell, it's gonna take you in live in the market. So let's say as you click that, like now, as you click, it's gonna come up here as an open position straight away, and then you're gonna see the money going up and down here, the number of pips and the time you've entered, the currency, and all the rest of it. Okay, that's to enter live. If you're looking to place an order, it's here, new order. You can buy or sell, and then you have to put the entry, which says level. Then you put the stop loss and the limit, and that's the quantity. Let's say 50p a point. If you see yellow, it won't allow you. Make sure you get the numbers right. Yeah, here it's telling you that it has to be this level or above, otherwise it won't allow you. Yeah, and here obviously it has to be lower. As you click on place, it's gonna be on order on the order book. Okay, so that's to place a trade live, and that's to place an order in the market. If you wanna go into the order straight away, you have to click on order, and then it brings this menu here. From here you can also go to the trade as well. So you have the two options. I would say just pick the one you're gonna use from here straight away. So let's say Kiwi, an order on Kiwi, put all the details on it, and then because it's an order, it's gonna come here on the order book, and if it does get triggered, it's gonna be here on the open position. If it doesn't get triggered within 24 hours, you have to cancel it. So you cancel the order by clicking on cancel, and there's a small ticket box that pops up here, and you click on cancel there again. Right, this is how to create a watch list, how to place an order, how to enter live in the market here on ETX. Fine. I'm gonna go back onto the charts. What I wanted to cover. We go to Kiwi Swissy daily chart. It's been making high highs and high lows for quite a while. That's a nice channel here. By clicking on extend it, click here and there, or left click. Now if you do right click on the line and you copy it, you can put it up here, and you can clearly see that it's making high highs and high lows, and it gave a beautiful high test bar here at the top, right? And it gave divergence. So higher highs, lower highs, divergence. Okay, if you're not too sure if it's higher or lower, what you can do is to make it much bigger here. Even this point here gave divergence as well, that one there. So if you connect them, there, you'll see that this peak is lower than that one. Let's see, yeah. It's just lower. So it's actually given divergence by picking this high here. So from this high you have to pick always the same high. If you pick it from here, then you have to use the same one here, which is that one. there, divergence, yeah? You have to get the previous two swing highs. From swing high to swing high, and it gave a high test bar there, and it's been bouncing off the 50 moving average for quite a while, making high highs and high lows, gave divergence, beautiful. Now for those of you who are using Fibonacci levels, just gonna quickly cover it from the swing high to the swing low. It gave a Fib extension of the 1.2, alright, which means it's likely to return back down again, and it did reverse there nicely, as expected, because of the channel. So now we are at the bottom of the channel. This can clearly pull back up again. Yeah, because it's making high highs and high lows, and it's bouncing off the 50, and it's getting higher and higher every time. So it can clearly just carry on within the channel. So if the channel continues, it's gonna go up to here, down to there, and so on. Right? Now, if you think about it, this high test bar is not only bouncing in the middle of nowhere, it's actually bouncing off a level. What this boy is. There it is. It touches there, pulls back down. Now, here as well, let's make it really, really precise. You have to be very precise. There, from the peak. And if you see the opening and close within the level there, and it's a price reaction, and it came back down all the way. Now, if you go back in time a bit further, you see that it's not only sorry, there is another touch there. So there is a touch there. There is a touch, another one. There's another touch there, and it touched there a few days ago, and it rejected it. Okay, and it came back down. So that's a channel there, and it's making high highs and high lows clearly. I'm bullish in all the yen crosses. They're looking very, very bullish, making high highs and high lows for a while. If you go to CAD yen as well, CAD yen bouncing off this level here, going up, fine. The FTSE has dropped down massively today. This is the FTSE. So all stocks within the FTSE 100 has, I mean, well, not all, but the major ones has dropped down, because these are the best 100 companies listed in the FTSE 100. So it's dropped down. It's a bearish bar there, so it's dropped down quite a lot. And gold is catching up a little bit after a massive drop. It crashed a few days ago on the daily chart. This is gold. The code is XAU space A0-FX. You can see it up here. That's a code. If you just need to type it straight away, so literally you just click anywhere on the chart and you go XAU and then space. It doesn't matter if it's capitals or capital letters or normal letters or lowercase. You go XAU space A0-FX and then you click enter, and it's gonna take you to this chart, which is gold. If you're going to silver, the code for silver is XAG space A0-FX. Okay, click OK, and this is now silver. What you can do, if you double click here, you can type it there and click enter, and then make sure you click on page and then save page, so you'll have it there saved. Okay, like I've got it here saved. Right, what else we've got? Let's have a look at some stocks. So now we know that the FTSE has dropped down. So I'm expecting most of the companies to have dropped down as well. So the FTSE 100 has gone down 74 pips. The FTSE 250 has gone down almost 140 pips, and the FTSE 350 almost 40 pips. Just today, since it opened at 8 in the morning, London time. And most of the indices has been dropping down, apart from the electricity, this one here. Apart from that one's gone up. But besides that, obviously banks, which are one of the biggest players in the FTSE 100, has dropped down. And the mining sector, I'm expecting it to drop down. There it is. Mining sector has obviously dropped down as well massively, and within the FTSE 100 the mining companies and banks are the basically what the money is, and that's what the money is. So if they're gone down today, that means that the FTSE has gone down as well. Unless all the other sectors has been going through the roof, and these two drop down, they drop down a little bit, then the FTSE has gone down, might probably go up slightly. Okay. Right. So these are the mining companies, mining sectors. That's gone down. If you're gonna search for the mining companies, you go here. I have to click on constituent list. Click on mining. Go. And these are all the mining companies trading within the mining sector, which is trading within the FTSE 100 there. They move very, very aggressively because the share price is massive. So let's have a quick look at Strata. They finally merged together with Glencore. The deal has been approved a few days ago, and it's dropped down quite a lot actually. There it is. It's very choppy and messy, I have to say. Big range there. So nothing there at all. Right, I want to show you some of the good power plays and 20 bounces recently. I'm gonna go to travel and leisure. This is EasyJet here. I'm gonna open it up. EasyJet has been making high highs and high lows for quite a while, and it's just all the arrows are clearly pointing up because the price is going up. And basically, if it's bouncing off the 20, it's gonna give 20 bounces there. But these arrows are actually power plays. So what you have to wait for is for a little pullback, and then buy it. So you wait for a pullback, buy it. Wait for a pullback, buy it. Wait for a pullback, buy it. Wait for a pullback or a 20 bounce, buy. And again, buy. And again, buy. And it's up here now. So we have to wait until it pulls back, and off it goes again, and again, until the channel is broken. The channel is not gonna go on forever. It will break through at some point. But we just gotta trade what we see. So if we see an upward channel, we just gotta stick to it and trade with a trend, yep, until it bends to an end. So stick to the channel. It's making high highs and high lows. Just stick to it. Wait for a pullback, buy. Wait for a pullback, buy. So trying to buy at the bottom, which the buying zone is right at the bottom, down here. So you're better off by down here at the bottom. It's gonna give a much better reward to risk ratio, and if it goes up all the way, then we can potentially make 3, 4, 5% in one trade, and this is what we're looking for. We're looking for high probability trades and trades that are offering a decent reward to risk ratio. Let's have a look at Diageo. Diageo has been going up for quite a long time. It's here on beverages. There it is. And there it is, sitting now on the 50-moving average. I'm gonna make it much smaller, and that's the upward channel that we have on Diageo. There it is, making high highs and high lows for quite a while. Let me just change the settings here quickly. Right click, edit, RSI 6, 70-30. There we go. Right, so this has been giving arrows to the upside as the market has been going up, and you're looking to buy. Again, wait for a dip, buy, wait for a pullback, buy it again, and so on and so on. So now it's down here at the bottom. It's broken through a few times, slightly, not much. Um, so here, what is happening here now is being consolidating here for a while. So there can be a nice entry up here above the highs, which means if the phase one kicks into the upside, so if this happens and you put an order above these highs, it's gonna take you in to the upside, buying it, which means if the phase one kicks in, you be in as well, as you're gonna put an order above these highs here, and the stop loss obviously below these lows. Okay, there and there. If you see that if it's messing about like that and it's taking quite a while, just cancel it. Just cancel the order because it has to kick in straight away. It cannot be messing about. It has to be phase one, phase two, pretty straightforward. Right, next, have a quick look at the short possible as the foot has been going down. There is only one possibility there to sell. It's very choppy and messy, so we're gonna leave it alone. Long, let's see. Right, okay, see what's happening here. He's not making high highs and high lows, so we're gonna ignore it. Although it's giving quite a nice ascending triangle, I would say. It's a nice level up here. And that's the ascending triangle there, which is not bad at all. So we might get a bit of a break from consolidation. So if the price continues squeezing in here, it's going to give a much better reward to risk ratio, which means you can put an entry here above the high, stop loss below the lows, and off it goes. The more it stays within the triangle, the more momentum is going to build, which means it's better because the risk is going to be getting tighter and tighter as it goes. So that's 17 pips, but if you get it here, it's only going to be 7 pips by putting an entry above the highs and stop loss below the lows, which is not bad at all. Right, let's see. This channel has broken through, right? And it came back down to the 50 moving average. So we're gonna leave that alone, as the channel is now invalid. This is not making high highs and high lows neither. Looks very similar to the FTSE as well. Actually, if you go to the FTSE, very similar. The highs are not getting higher. I'm talking about the swing highs, not the individual bars, but the swing highs. This curve here. This swing high is lower than this swing high, so it's going down. Okay. And similar to the FTSE, so I wouldn't buy that, as it's not giving you the cyclicity that we need. Same thing here. Let's have a look at this one here, and here is it's not bad at all. It's giving some nice cycles there. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, bouncing off the 20 moving average, and that's where it is now. Let's see the sector what it's doing. So this is SSE place, and the sector is electricity, which is the only sector that's been going up today out of all of them. Let's see. Well, non-life insurance has gone up slightly, and this one's been flying as well. Personal goods, and that one on tobacco. Besides that, all of them has gone down. That's why they're all red, and beverages as well. So most of them, 90% of them at least, has been going down. Just a few has been going up. So which one was it again? Electricity. There it is. Electricity is going up slightly, and it looks very similar. Looks pretty identical. It's making some small cycles, bouncing off the 20 moving average. If you plot it in there, you'll see that it's actually bouncing off the 20 moving average. There it is. So it bounced off and then bounced off. Right, there it bounced off as well. Now if you go to this chart here, open it up a little bit. Ideally you want it to go down a bit further before you buy it. So a bit further down to the 20 moving average at least, as you have a nice trend line going across like that. So ideally a bit further down and then off it goes again. Okay, although yeah, it's not the clearest. I mean, it is making high highs and high lows. The swings are a bit tight, so you can potentially give an entry there. Not just yet. It will have to go down a bit further and then bounce off it. Right, so that's the analysis that you have to be doing. You have to, first thing I do is to go through the, well, have a look at the FTSE first, then go through the power play long possible, then power play short possible. See the possibilities they're giving you. You can look for 20 bounces and power plays on this scanner. Then have a look at all of them if you can, and look for some clear moves. Here it's not making higher highs and higher lows. Right, it's sitting on the 50, so there's no bullish momentum to the upside. Support services. Here again, it's gone up. This high is not higher than this high, and it's not quite clear there that it's gonna bounce off because it's not making high highs and high lows. So going back to the other chart, I want to show you gold now. Gold is heading back up a little bit after a massive drop. It'd be good to sell it as it's broken through massively. That is considered as a breakout of this major key level here. Breakout, and then it's gonna pull back up, and it might give opportunities to sell. Alright, because now it's making low highs and low lows, so if it pulls back up a little bit, off it goes again. And I've got Apple here as well, which is now heading back up. Well, the euro has been dropping down massively today by when the US market opened, sorry, and the Nasdaq has gone down, the FTSE has gone down, and Apple has gone down as well on the US opening, so it literally just tanked, went straight down, and now it's heading back up again. This can potentially give a low test bar. So if this gives a low test bar of this powerful level here at the bottom, now it's trading at 408. If it pulls back up to this area here and it gives a low test bar, then it's gonna shoot up, because then it's gonna be a low test bar bouncing off a key level. There, here it touched as a resistance, broke through. Now it came back down all the way from 700 down to 400, and if it closes below, if it closes somewhere down here, it's gonna be bearish, right? If it closes as a low test bar, it's gonna be bullish, and then we're expecting it to take these highs out, and then expecting a change in sentiment and start looking for high highs and high lows there throughout the time. Right. Okay. Have a look at Kiwi. Kiwi cat and set the cat A0-FX. If you look on the daily chart, Kiwi cat bounced off this clear level here. It's acting as a level of resistance here on the daily chart. High test bar went down, high test bar came down. Now it gave an inside bar here and is respecting it. So resistance, resistance, resistance. comes back down. Breakthrough gives a massive high test, pulls back down to the same level where it was acting as a previous resistance. Now it became support, and then off it goes. And the 50 is going up, it's making high highs and high lows. So this is bullish until the pattern is broken. Yeah. Should I stick to this pattern? Making high highs and high lows until it's broken. Right. There we go. Very nice channel. 50 is above the 200, and if you stick the 20 moving average on it, it'll almost touch it, but it's not really respecting it. So right, so yeah, making high highs and high lows. Clear channel going up, similar to what's it called? Kiwi Swissy, very similar on the daily chart. Beautiful, going up nicely. Okay, very smooth. Uh, see what Pound Canadian is doing. Pound Canadian gave a massive double bottom and is heading back up. And is still respecting the massive channel that we had for years and years and years. There it is. From head to toes. It just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. This channel is a big channel. It's 1,200 pips from level to level. It's massive. And it's been respecting it for a couple of years now. That's 2010. So it's quite solid. That's the top of the range, bottom of the range, and then some soft levels in between. A big range there. Okay, this is more master trader if you're looking to catch these moves from head to toes. This whole move, it will take like 6 weeks, 2-3 months, but no rush. I mean, in this environment, you just need to sit and wait. Right, that's pretty much everything. I tried to cover a bit of everything. Um, I show you how to place a trade on ETX. Went through most of them. Went through the FTSE as well. Gold and silver. You know how to save the currency on your charts there as well. You know how to type it. You know how to change the time frame. You know where it's trending upwards, where it's trending downwards. The divergence and convergence as well. You see the train track on the euro happening there on the daily chart. Uh, you see the FTSE stopping making new highs. It's actually making lower highs and lower lows now after going up to the 6,500 level there. And S&P is making historical highs, and the Nasdaq not just yet. You've seen Apple how it broke through the level, and we're expecting a low test bar for it to pull back up. If not, it's going to be going down. Right, so these are all key elements and key points that will make a difference at the end of the month on the P&L. Alright, all the best, and I will catch you all soon. Cheers there, bye now.